Hey, we got Drewz Viewz here, and I'm back for a little AniMonday, reacting to anime, releasing it on Monday. You know what it is, or you can figure it out based on that. And it's a great day today because I'm seeing the return of one of my favorite anime programs, Shingeki no Kyojin. Sometimes I try to throw out the Japanese pronunciation there. Probably do a bad job of it. It's Attack on Titan, Season 3, Part 2. So, I do have reactions out there on AniMonday for Season 3, Part 1, as well as other anime shows. If you want to go back and check those out at all, please do. But it's been about, I think, a 6 or so month gap between the two parts of the season here. I was able to react to on a weekly basis to all of Steins Gate, which is 24 episodes. It's been at least 24 weeks since the last, and maybe a little bit more than that. Anyway, part 1 of the season went a little against type for how Attack on Titan normally goes, with it being everything going wrong, being super depressing, death, all that stuff, heroes losing, plans failing. Part 1 of this season, plans didn't really fail that much. Basically, things went pretty well for them for the most part. So I'm expecting part 2 of the season here to go back the other direction. And we even got a little hint of that with a kind of like a post-credits thing from the mid-season finale. But yeah, so in general last season, Erwin's plan basically worked, overthrowing the government, staging the coup. Historia is now queen. We learned a lot about her and her background and Rod Race and all of that stuff. But they defeated him. Eren's powers are working well now. He was able to, get the wall fixed up with his Titan hardening ability, and Hanji and everyone, they have science working too. They're killing Titans that way with new devices. But the question is still, as it has been basically since the beginning, what is in that basement? So I see the episode here is called, let's see, The Town Where Everything Began. So we're going, we already knew they were heading there. Is it Shigasaki? Shigashima, maybe? It's something close to that. But anyway, that's where they'll be going. And what I said about that, and also, it ended on a positive note with the scout regiment charging out to applause from the townspeople, which they said, oh, this has never happened before. So, yeah, they're fired up, ready to roll. But with that post-credit kind of thing, we saw that Mikasa's attack and Levi are attacking each other. Basically, it seems like they'd been through the basement at this point. I feel like they're on the roof of the house or somewhere around there. I haven't rewatched that little scene in a little bit, but it was something bad like that. Like what could have happened, that they're against each other now. And we also learned in the first part of the season that Levi's an Ackerman and him and Mikasa are related in some way. And then the Ackerman family and the, I guess, Oriental people, that's the word they're using, I think, in the show. Whatever it is, that they're like two of the strongest bloodlines. So I think the king, or whoever the government was trying to stamp them out over the years, and Mikasa's part of both of those bloodlines. So that's why she's so badass. But anyway, what happened for them to be against each other now? I'm worried about Armin as well, because I don't believe we saw him in that that post-credit scene there. That could have something to do with why Mikasa's upset. I don't know. Well, it's usually about Eren, and he was in the scene, I think. But I'm worried about Armin because he had his whole thing in the finale episode again about like renewing their positivity. The whole like all three of the friends were doing that. But he's talking about, yeah, we're gonna go see the worlds out there, the oceans, everything like that. So I'm a little nervous about that one, but hopefully it'll be fine. I'm probably gonna lose some characters the back half of the season though, so I don't know who that's gonna be. We'll see. We gotta learn what's in the basement. We learned some stuff about Eren's father also in the first half of the season. He came from outside the walls. Does he come from the Titan world? It seems like he does. We gotta figure out more about that, and we gotta see some Reiner and Bertold and Beast Titan and all them. They were barely in the first part, but we know they're out there and they're together now, so expecting that in this half. And there's a ton of other questions and everything like that as well, but really I just want to get started and watch the damn episode here. Can't wait any further, so let's get into it. The town where it all began. And that's been 5 years, what they're saying, but it's only been a couple months since the scouts all formed up together, the one, Eren and everyone, but they were saying last season too how different they are after only just a couple of months, how crazy, how changed they are. Basically just a series recap here. Kind of what I was talking about. Now people are hopeful again. And Levi tried to get Erwin not to go on this mission last time too, but he said he's gonna be there when humanity discovers what happened, you know. That's the most important thing to him. Is this the original theme song? It sounds like it to me, kind of. It's Reiner and Berthold. Those bastards. Maybe it's just there's Beast Titan. Maybe it's not the same one as the season one, but it's just a similar vibe. It's Eren's Titan cracking off on the Armored Titan. John, I think I just saw. Mikasa. Queen Historia. Some of the desert and outside world Armin wants to see him. The basement. I gotta imagine that's what that is right there. Alright, good opening song. I like that scene. The light shining from the window behind me is like the light, the ray of hope. Will it be extinguished? Now it's saying the town where everything began. I mean, in one meaning, it's like the show where we started watching the show, man, but is it something further, like everything, the Titans began there? So the normal Titans don't move at night usually. This lad. I'm not really sure why they wouldn't just pop up and slays the Snape anyway. I was kind of assuming the Beast Titan had something to do with why those other ones were able to move around at night. Well, maybe Hanji's right. Learning the truth in the basement is what. Going back to the stuff about the outside world. Usually in shows, when you say they're gonna do something, it doesn't happen. The foot? Finally back home. Home is where I want to be, but there used to be Titans there. Probably still is. Or they all cleared out because there's no human prey. Just being able to stand on a horse like that, like it's like a surfboard, even for a couple of seconds. It's gotta be pretty tough. I wonder if they think there's any enemies or people within the scout regiment still that might betray them. Like, Could be possible. Oh, his hand's shaking again. Yeah, that's the Mark left one. Is it when Bertold becomes the big boy? Can't get your family back though. That's what his mom apparently said. Alright. They're hiding somewhere. Glowing ore harvested from the Rice family's underground cavern. Does Reiner and Bertold know where he's going to be going? Is that like, are they hiding in the basement right now or around that area? Alright. He's doing his ice wall thing. That is pretty cool looking. I wonder if Colossal Titan can bang through that stuff though. He recovered pretty fast there too. Everything's going too well. So set up some type of trap. I wonder if Beast Titan has control over like any random titans that if there were some in the city, he could just make them leave. I guess, but I mean, they could have just drank it yesterday or whatever. If he's getting separated, maybe that's why he wasn't in that post-credit scene, but I'm still nervous. A small gamble. What does the commander have there? Are they gonna trap him inside somehow? Could they have the Titans from the wall come out and attack them? In the walls. You can't surprise attack someone when you don't know where they are.
があるとすれば壁の中しかない。僕らが壁の中の巨人を知っていると敵が知らないなら、そんな発想はしないと踏んでいるなら、あるいは
I think Reiner and Bertolt know that they know about the Titans and the Walls. Oh, all right. We just got marked a red shirt. That ain't gonna kill him though. Alright. Where's Colossal and Beast? Oh, it's gonna be close. Alright. And I'm surrounded. Yeah, Beast Titan loves throwing stuff. Time for a little shot put. It's the Shigashin Olympics. Yo. Find out next time on. Yeah, of course. To be continued. We look at the after credit stuff here. I don't think there'd be another after credit scene, but. Alright, so even though Armin figured out they were hiding in the walls, or Reiner was at least, and Bertolt and that, but the plan from the Titans or Beast Titan, whoever's in charge, I guess him, is to like trap them inside the city, which is kind of predictable, I guess. If you show up to the place and the enemy's not there where you think, it would make sense that they're like encircling, surrounding you, trying to trap you in there. But I mean, he plugged up the hole where the horses can't get through, I guess, or they really trapped. I mean, they still have the ODM gear; they could get up over the wall with that and stuff like that. But I guess what Erwin said is basically true at the end there. They both want to end it right there. It's gonna be the final battle. But I mean, only episode 2. I guess it's episode 14 or whatever. You know, it's part 2 of the season. But still, the huge battle is already gonna happen right now. It looks like it. You know, we still don't know how we're gonna get to that post-credit scene from the mid-season finale where Levi and Mikasa are about to fight each other, and we still didn't get inside the damn basement this time. Well, you know, why would we? There's always got to be something in the way. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they could have maybe sent some people. I mean, they need Eren to plug up the walls and all that. They can't send him over there. They could have sent someone with the key to just like go retrieve whatever's down there. Well, everyone else is doing other stuff, I suppose. Maybe that wouldn't work. I mean, they still thought they were going to be attacked and all that. I was thinking, is there like a spy inside the ranks of the scouts, another spy, but maybe, I guess there doesn't necessarily need to be if the Beast Titan kind of just can snap out of, not like he's coming out of nowhere, but like they can hide, I mean, which they just did to encircle them, so I don't know, I mean, it's not out of the question for them to know things without having a direct spy, I suppose. And I did think that, because they seem to imply at the end there that the Titans don't know that, you know, the Titan shifters, whoever's the other people, don't know that they found out that there was Titans actually inside the wall. But I think they found that out at the end of season 1, right? And then Reiner and Bertolt were still the scouts, obviously, at that point, so they could have told them that they know this. But maybe they didn't, because they were obviously hiding in the wall there anyway, and then Armin figured it out, but it is interesting. I mean, there's you know, it's like they're learning more and more. There used to be like several steps behind. Now maybe they're only 1 or 2 steps behind. You know, who's gonna survive out of this battle? Well, I mean, if we it seems like from that post-credit scene from last time that they still, Levi and Mikasa and Eren obviously must still be alive to get into the basement, or I mean, I'm just assuming they went down in the basement for that, you know, and they figured out something. I guess it's not 100% the case necessarily. Something could happen in this battle to put them at odds, I suppose. I don't know what it would be. I mean, it seems like from that, I know I'm just breaking down a scene that wasn't even in the episode I just watched, but I'm just trying to think about it again. Like, obviously Mikasa's always going to protect Eren. Why would Levi try to kill him? Do you think Eren does something in the next couple episodes that Levi starts to regard him as a threat somehow, or do they find something out in the basement that proves that he's a threat regardless? Something? Well, anyway, from this episode then, what is Erwin's had another secret plan of his own. He said he kind of pointed to something on his side. We didn't see what it is, so that's good news at least. If he has some backup weapon or something as well. Yeah, we still need to find out who the Beast Titan is. I don't really see how it could be anyone we know already at this point. It's got to be just a guy. I mean, it's probably a guy from their hometown and whatever, you know. But it seems like I don't know if he's still ultimately the one in charge in like the Titan world or home or whatever. Reiner and Bertolt didn't seem like they were working with him before last season, or maybe he had initially sent them on their mission, or was part of whoever sent them on their mission that had been going on years. But then they had the whole thing about like Reiner wanted to go back and get Annie, and then they had the fight over it, and then like Beast Titan won the fight, so he's like, we're doing this now instead. But is there more higher up people in charge in the world, or is it just him? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, from the episode itself, it was pretty straightforward, so I'm expecting a big battle next time. We just got to figure out where the pieces fit in, where the surprises are going to come from. And yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm glad the show is back. I'm pumped. You know, I love seeing, like, it does, like, just give you the feeling, especially when, like, Eren transforms or they're going on they're charging into battle. Like, it gives you a pumped up feeling, even though it's, like, pretty messed up what can happen. And it did seem like the intro song. At first I thought it was the original song, because it did start with the same kind of da-da-da-da-da. Well, maybe there's a tweak on that. I don't know if the rest of the song was the same, but I'm glad they have like a hard charging intro song again. The one from the first half of the season was fine, but it was like slow and obviously a different vibe. But that first half of the season had a different vibe, so I'm expecting a more action-packed second half here. And so far, it's beginning to start off like that. So yeah, that's great. Join me back next AniMonday when I do Season 3, Episode 14 reaction. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already and you like these. Check out some of my other videos. Leave comments, anything like that. And until next time, I'm out of here. Peace.